vinyl community, George Allen, vinyl LPs and CDs, and big time contest entry man. How about that? Well, today I'm doing a contest entry for Michael at Noted and Archived. And Michael's doing this contest because he's been in the VC for over a year now, and he's passed 500 subscribers. In fact, I believe he's getting near 700. So by the time this thing rolled around, he's doing pretty good. He's asked us to answer 5 questions. The rules are at his site. He's got 4 stipulations, which I'm not going to go through. I'll give you a link to his site at the bottom of the video. They're not too difficult, but the 4 questions or 5 questions are very interesting. So, and I'll hop on this one because guess what? Backed up behind it, I got a couple more contests. 'Tis the season to be in contests. Fa la 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 la. First question. Show an unexpected record you discovered, either a blind buy or something you had zero previous knowledge of before that, previous knowledge of, and it blew you away. Okay. I would have to say one record that I showed before was a blind buy. I was buying records, and the way it happens sometimes, you're trying to reach the goal. I do this to get free shipping or to get that big discount. I added this, Robert Randolph and his family band. This one called Brighter Days. First time, never heard of the guy. Looked it up briefly. Didn't even listen to any of it on Spotify, which normally I do. But man, this guy plays a slide guitar, and him and his family band, they play happy music. Funky, down to earth, happy music. And love this album a lot. It's on purple vinyl. Like so. Both sides are purple. I've never seen an album that's been split in color. One side different than the other. If any of you have, hey, you're more than welcome to let me know in the comment section. That would be very interesting. But who cares? As long as it sounds good. And now this is interesting. I never noticed this before. This is Provog U7585 13 1/3 micro groove stereo. Can also be played on mono equipment. That's pretty strange. Anyhow, this was supposedly a limited edition with a download card. Well, either way, Robert Randolph and the family band. That was my big discovery. And it quite honestly blew my socks away. And love this album. It's great. And pedal steel guitar, Robert Randolph and his family band. Okay, second question. Show 2 albums with the greatest polarity, the widest expanse of genres in your collection. For example, a black metal LP next to a solo piano LP. Okay, this was an interesting one. Had my head scratching on this one for a while, but this is what I came up with. The 2 I'm using is Jimi Hendrix, Are You Experienced? Love this album. You know, I remember when this album came out, I bought my first copy. I wore that sucker out, man. This thing blew me away. I think I was 16 at the time. And wonderful album. Jimi Hendrix Experience. Purple Haze. Manic Depressions. Oh man. Hey Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand? Oh man. Foxy Lady. Great songs. Okay, so what? The opposite. Opposite. This is what I got for the opposite. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Concerto for Flute and Harp. I love flute and harp classical music. Yes, I do. And I got this one. It's on Deutsche Grammophon. And was I supposed to get this Jimi Hendrix album out for you to see? Oh, George, you're slipping. Okay, so this is what this one looks like. This has got the funky, hippie, drugged out label, I guess. I don't know. I'm just not doing too well on this video, am I? Anyhow, that's Jimi Hendrix. So now I got to get out the Mozart. Mozart on one side, and there's a harp concerto on the other side. I love harpsichord music too. This is great stuff. This is a Deutsche Grammophon. Look at this sucker. Deutsche Grammophon, man. They make beautiful stuff. They don't have to repress their stuff. When it comes out in the original form, it is just gorgeous. Gorgeous stuff. So that's my two opposite extremes. Jimi Hendrix, Are You Experienced? And Mozart's Concerto for Flute and Harp. The next question. Show an album you might be embarrassed to own, but you don't care, you love it. Okay. Back in the late 60s, early 70s, there was this band, and one of the members went solo, did pretty good on his own, Lionel Richie, but his band was the Commodores. Now, at that time, to most of my friends, George Allen here was a big rock and roller. I was into Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, all those bands, Cream, you know. So I didn't let anybody know that I owned records by the Commodores. But I love some of these songs. Once, twice, three times a lady. In fact, I got some Lionel Richie records too, but I ain't telling anybody. But these guys, Commodores, were great guys. Yeah, this is on Motown, man. See? Looking good, huh? Yep. Well, that's the way it is. We all have our, I guess, our guilty pleasures or something. I don't know. So I dig the Commodores. And I dug the Funkadelics too, to be quite honest. I just want to testify what my love has done for me. Anyhow, next question 4. Show your most listened to album in your collection, all time and most recently. Okay, that was a very easy one. Although you know from some of my recent videos, I'm a big time Procol Harum fan, and I'm a drummer. So, but it's neither one of those. My most listened to record, ta-da! Allman Brothers, live at the Fillmore East. Yes, it is my most listened to, and I'll tell you why. I just love this. I'm not even sure I have any other albums by them. Well, I think I have one other one. I think it's the greatest hits or something. I don't even have Eat a Peach. But I saw these guys in concert about 2 months before Duane Allman died, and it was the most fantastic concert till the day I die. I've never seen anything like it. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. This is not my original copy. I hate to say it. Wish I had my original copy. I wore that sucker out. Now, when I went to see him, we got tickets for it because my roommate, who had an album of theirs, whatever album was out at that time, we listened to it. He played it a lot. We said, hey, we got to go see these guys. They were playing in Pittsburgh, Syria Mosque. I said, yeah, they sound pretty good. But when I went to see them in concert, it just blew my mind. This album came out, I got it right away. Man, it's been my favorite album since. I have it on CD to listen to in the car. Sometimes I drive people crazy. I listen to it so much. I just love this. Allman Brothers. Okay, last question. What was the first VC vid or channel you saw, and what was the most recent channel you subbed? Ooh. There were two that I started out watching. That was Vinyl Richie and Ron Baldry. Those were the two that I started watching first. And really enjoyed them a lot. In fact, if it wasn't for those two, they were really the ones that kind of got me excited about really getting into making videos. I watched them a lot. Then there are others that, and Vinyl Richie's a crazy guy. But there are others then that I started watching after that. I forgot the last part of that, the most recent channel you subbed. Oh. There's this fella, and I just forgot his name. I may have blown this whole video because I forgot his name. I know his name's Craig, but I forgot the name of his channel. I'll have to put that in the comments below. He's the one that I subscribed to most recently. His name's Craig, and he only has like 16 subscribers or something. And that's what I like going out and subscribing to these guys who got real low numbers. But anyhow, that's it. 5 questions. See what happens from here. This is for, again, Michael at Noted and Archived. Have a great day, Vinyl community. So long.